teasing this video for weeks now. I mentioned it way back in January that my brand new March picture book release video was going to have a lot of awesome books for you to add to your classroom collection. Now, I have quite a few books to share with you, and I'm super excited about all of them. If you're new, on the last Sunday of every month, I like to share all the brand new picture books that came out that month. Well, I don't share all of them because that would take a while, but I like to share a lot of new picture books that came out that month because I know there are so many amazing books that come out each week and it's hard to keep up with them all. So I've been sharing them with you each month, and I have a whole playlist, which I'll leave linked down below, of all of the brand new book videos. You can also find them on my blog as well as my Amazon storefront page. Again, I'll leave that link down below so you can see all the new books that I've shared in the previous months. But let's jump into the March brand new picture book releases. Let's go. Okay, I'm starting off with this first one because I think it might be the one I'm most excited about, but I'm not sure yet. We start with the best ones, right? This one is called This Is a Story, and it's written by John Shu. And it's all about a young child heading out to the library with their dad. The child has their seahorse kite with them, and at the park they stop to fly kites. And then at the library, they see someone with a big pile of books all about seahorses, which is their favorite subject. And all around at the library, they see readers poring over books, each with their own questions, their own ideas to explore, their own hopes for the future, and all of them have imaginations that are ready to be sparked. I think this would be a neat one to introduce Reader's Workshop at the beginning of the year, talking about how much we can get from books. It's more than just reading. And I think this is a great one to start off with our March picture book releases. This next one sounds really interesting. I think it might be a little abstract for some students. This one is called The Knowing by Ani DeFranco. And this book reinforces the idea that children know who they are, that there are things about themselves that they know to be true, and that these things that they know to be true to their own heart, that they can change, but in that moment, they know. Like I said, a really interesting book, but could be a little abstract for some students, but the beautiful multicultural illustrations will really pull them in too. The next new picture book that I have is called The Night Before Eid. This is a wonderful Muslim holiday story, and it's all about making the sweet treats for this special holiday. And you'll follow this wonderful family as they celebrate. You'll learn about their songs and their prayers, as well as the history and traditions of this holiday and why it is so special. Another brand new picture book that I have is called Whale Fall, and this one looks amazing. And I think you'll have some students who are super engaged in this nonfiction book. And in just learning about this book, I learned new things as well. I had never heard of whale fall before, but this book details the end of a whale's life, known as whale fall, when its body sinks to the bottom of the ocean floor and becomes this energy-rich food source for the organisms that are living in the deep sea. So for the whale, it's the end, but for all of these ocean dwellers, it's a new beginning for them. So not only is this an interesting subject to share with your students, but the beautiful, colorful illustrations in this book really bring the topic to life. A great read aloud, especially in the science classroom. And the main character of this next book might look familiar. She is definitely one of my favorites. This is, I believe, the third book in the series. It's called We Don't Lose Our Class Goldfish. Now we know Penelope Rex has one fear, and that is the class goldfish, Walter. Remember when he bit her finger? She didn't like that very much. So when Mrs. Noodleman tells the class that they're each going to have a turn taking the goldfish home, well, Penelope's imagination runs away from her. And when it's her turn to bring Walter home, things don't really go as planned. And after a mix-up with a donation box that results in a trip to the aquarium, Penelope realizes that she might need to get over her fear of Walter in order to save him. So if your students are fans of Penelope Rex, I think they will like this brand new book. This next book comes from the author of the amazing book, We Are Water Protectors. This one is called My Powerful Hair. In this story, her mom never had long hair. She was told that it was too wild. Her grandma couldn't have long hair. It was taken from her. But this young girl can't wait to grow her hair long for herself, for her family, for her connection to her culture and the earth, and to honor the strength and the resilience of those that came before her. I think this will be a really powerful read aloud to share with your students. This next brand new picture book release for March 2023 comes from another familiar author. This one is by Beth Ferry, and it is called The Umbrella. In a dreary town where it always rains, a little girl and her dog discover ways to spread the light. This is a story of generosity, of perseverance, and it's told with surprise and humor, and it shares that happiness can be contagious. And all it takes is one person with a bright idea. It's an inspiring story of persistence, kindness, and curiosity, and can be shared whether rain or shine. This next brand new picture book is perfect for those students who are always asking questions. This one is called 20 Questions, and we learn that not all questions have answers, that some have more than one answer, and that others have endless answers. In this book, the author Mac Barnett poses 20 questions, some playful, some profound, some that will make us giggle, and others that will challenge our assumptions. And the result, exploration of where the best questions lead to telling stories. This will be an interesting one to share with your class. How to Talk Like a Bear will be a fun one with your students. In this book, your students will learn that talking like a bear is a lot more than just roaring or growling. Although that is a common misconception. They'll learn that there's a lot more to it, and that it's very easy to accidentally say the wrong phrase when you're trying to get your point across. How to Talk Like a Bear will be a fun read aloud book to share with your students. This next brand new picture book release looks like a really interesting one to share with your class. The book shares the iconic poem Remember by US Poet Laureate Joy Harjo. This book invites young readers to pause and reflect on the world around them, to see the wonder in it, and to remember their place in it. This one will definitely be a conversation starter with your class. The next brand new picture book release from March that I have is called The Fantastic Bureau of Imagination. Every day, Special Figment Agent Sparky delivers all the mail that the FBI receives to the proper department, such as the Office of the Unexplainable or the Department of Dreams. It's a big job, but Sparky keeps everything running smoothly until disaster strikes. The cave of untold stories overflows and threatens to topple the whole bureau. It turns out that too many people have been holding on to their big ideas, and now Sparky must recruit more agents. He needs them to share their dreams, their songs, and their stories with the world. And I think this book will spark your own students' imaginations and encourage them to share their own dreams, their own ideas with each other, with the whole class. Now, this next picture book is a girl after my own heart. This one is called A Dress with Pockets. Lucy and Aunt Augusta are dress shopping, and at the fabulous fashion store, there are dresses to suit just about everyone. There are fancy dresses, frilly dresses, striped dresses, silly dresses, sundresses, fun dresses, blue dresses, green dresses. Well, Lucy doesn't care about any of that. She wants a dress with pockets. And as she starts to go through all of these dresses at this store, she starts to wonder, where is she gonna put all of her treasures? Where is she gonna put her leaves, her petals, her special shells? So the hunt is on. Will Lucy find the dress of her dreams? You'll have to read this brand new picture book with your students to find out. This next book is called Big Tune, Rise of the Dance Hall Prince. In this book, we meet Shane, a boy with big dreams, a boy with big plans, as well as fears of not being as good of a dancer as his father, who is the dance hall king. And through this book, with the rhythmic rhymes and the vibrant illustrations, readers will experience the cultural richness and dance style of a Jamaican American family. It's a beautiful story of a black boy joy, discovering who you really are when you face your fears, and selfless acts for the benefit of a community. This is a neat book with a nod to Jamaican singers, rappers, and DJs. Now, I said that the first book was my favorite, but I think I lied. I think this last book is my favorite on the list of brand new picture book releases from March 2023. This is called When Things Aren't Going Right, Go Left. And we all, kids and adults alike, need to be reminded that we have a choice in how we respond to life's worries, frustrations, and those not right days. It's a reminder to deliberately go a different way and to drop the baggage when things weigh us down. Again, an important reminder for both kids and adults that there are days when things just don't go right, and that's okay, that we just need to adjust our thinking and go left on those days. Now, that is my big collection of picture books that were released in March of 2023. I will leave them all linked in the description box down below so that you can grab them from your library or local bookstore to share with your students in your classroom. Thank you so much for tuning in, and make sure that you come back next Sunday, because even though it will be the day after April Fool's Day, I'll have some funny books that you can share with your class to celebrate the holiday in the classroom. Have a great week.